Hi there. All right, blog number 3. So I did some thinking today while I was at work because it was really slow and I had a lot of thinking time. So I figured that this whole online blog thing would probably work out better if I might, think ahead of time what I want to say. So I figured out for today that or not we, I will let you know some of my life goals. I guess you can call it. It's my bucket list, my life goals list, my to do list. It isn't necessarily everything, but it's definitely a good chunk of something. Some are totally, very normal, and some people will look at it and think it's, just another thing that I might have, I don't know, gotten from someone else. And some of it's kind of random, but I've got like I don't know, maybe 15 things, 20 things. I think it's 15 or so. And it's definitely not anywhere near what I actually, I have a list of like 200 things written down on a piece of notebook paper in the other room that I wrote like over a year ago. But we're not going to get into that because that's a long video. I don't have that kind of patience. Um, so here we go. Okay. So my first one that I would love to be able to do is cook a meal from scratch successfully because I can't cook to save my life. Um, I burn toast. I have screwed up boiling water. I do cereal backwards sometimes. You put the milk in first, and then you put the cereal in, then you get a mess. Don't do that. It's really like it's a bad idea. I mean, just don't do it. Another thing I would like to do, I'd like to meet Brendan Fraser. Oh my God, he's my favorite. For those of you who aren't aware, I love Brendan Fraser, and I guess some people don't know who he is. Brendan Fraser is the guy from George of the Jungle, the Mummy movies, Dudley Do Right. He was in an episode of Scrubs. God, he was in so much stuff I don't even remember. He's my favorite. I have the biggest loser crush on him ever. It's awesome. So I'd like to meet him someday and or hug him really tight. And Liam Neeson. I would love to meet Liam Neeson. Again, he's one of those guys where I watch a movie and I'm like, drool. So, and he's good at what he does. And he's a good looking dude. Even though he's got a really big schnoz. He's a good looking dude. Um, let's see. I would also. Okay, here's a random one that people don't understand. I want to be a trophy wife one day. Not necessarily the kind who's a complete idiot, big boobs and like no brain and all that. Um, I want to be the type of, trophy wife where, I'm successful, like I have a successful job. And look good doing it, I guess. If I go to a party, I want to walk in, in my 40s and have everybody with their wives turn and look and go, "Damn!" And be like the best looking wife in the room. Be sweet. Okay? So, I can't get fat to do that. So, no fat Trina. I think I'd be horrified if I did that. Um I would also like to visit Egypt one day. It's something I've always been interested in since like maybe sixth grade or something. I think we learned about it in class in like sixth grade. And ever since then, it's really been interesting to me. So, ancient Egypt. I tried to learn hieroglyphics once. Not so easy. I didn't even memorize how to write my name. It's really complicated. So, if anybody wants a how to with hieroglyphs book, I think actually, it might, yeah, here we go. See, right here. Hieroglyphics handbook. If you want to borrow it, go for it. Good luck. Okay? Not easy. And actually, while I'm in Egypt visiting there, I want to ride a camel. And I know they spit, and I know they're sometimes mean and loud, but I want to ride a camel, and I want my picture taken while I'm riding that camel. I would also like to go to a nude beach. Yes, a nude beach during the day, and with that, I want to skinny dip in broad daylight. I just want to do it. Just because it's one of those things where it's like it's an in your head thing. So if you're naked and everybody else is naked, it's just everybody's at kind of the same level. So I want to go skinny dipping at a nude beach in broad daylight. I would also love to test drive a Maserati. It's one of those cars that I know I'm never actually gonna get. Um, and I think if I did have something like that, I'd be too nervous about people breaking into it. So unless I live in some like, millionaire neighborhood, I'm not gonna own one, even if I have a crap ton of money and I can own five. I'm just not gonna, because I'd always be too paranoid that someone would break into it. But I'd like to test drive one really fast. Which leads on to the next thing I would like to do. I would love to drive on the Autobahn. For anyone who has ever been in the car with me, I pretend my car is a race car. I drive fast. I think I have one speeding ticket for every year I've had my license. I'm 21. I got my license when I was 16. Do the math. Yeah. So driving the Autobahn would be sweet in the Maserati. Ha! Yeah. I would like to live in a foreign country, even if it is only for like 6 months to a year or something. It'd be pretty sweet, try new things and, learn. I would probably have to learn a new language to do so, unless I went and lived in England, in which case they'd be talking about all sorts of crazy stuff, which half of it would be over my head anyway, such as trousers. They're pants, dummy. They're not trousers, they're pants. I don't care what you say. Or knickers or any of that. They're pants. Thank you. I would also like to make more than $100,000 in 1 year, whether it be several years in a row or just 1 year. I want to do that, via my job, whatever job I may have that year that I do it with. I want to be able to look at my taxes and say, I made 100 grand this year. And to me, honestly, it doesn't matter if it's net or gross or whatever. 100 grand on a tax form for Trina would be awesome. I would also like to be a contestant on a major game show, because I would totally kick ass. Preferably like Wheel of Fortune or Family Feud or something like that. I do not want to be on Jeopardy. I'm not smart enough for that. I guess I have street smarts, but I don't have book smarts. And Jeopardy's all about book smarts, and I don't have any of those. So it's just not good. And then, while I'm being the contestant, win or lose, I just want to be a contestant. But it would be cool to win. I would also, like to get married one day. That kind of ties back into being a trophy wife. I want to find that, or I guess realize or find or whatever, that I have that one guy that I want to be with. I want my forever. And forever is until I'm God knows how old. So I want my, 60, 70 years. Because forever, I don't believe in forever. I mean, I'm not sure what I believe, but I want my, rest of my life. I would also, while I'm visiting, I guess, Egypt, I would love to visit each and every single continent. Even if it is only like one place, or like I'm driving through somewhere. I don't know why I'd be driving from one continent through to the same one. It's whatever. But I would love to visit every continent at least once, even if it is only for a couple of days. So far, I have North America under my belt, and Europe. So I've got a ways to go. I'd also like to visit all 50 states, every single last one, no matter how crummy it is or how many hicks or crazy people or anything. I want to visit them all. I would also like to make it to 100 years old. I'll let you know how that goes. That's my plan, is to, see my 3-digit birthday, but, you never know. It's my plan, but I want to have a big party for my 100th birthday, woo, 100 years old! Of course, it'd be more like, but I'd be excited for it. I would also like to work as a bartender sometime. That's something I've been interested in since I was like 19. I don't know why, I just think I'd be good at it. A lot of it is, like, a lot of the money you make is in tips, and to get tips, you have to be, like, people friendly, and I feel like I have fairly decent people skills. Unless I don't like you, then I'm just bitchy. But otherwise, if I'm cool with you, I feel like I have decent people skills. And I think being a bartender would be a lot of fun, and make, good tips off of it for my people skills and all that. And my last one that I'm going to share with you for today, and which is something I'd like to achieve by this summer, we'll see, is I want to have the body of a Sports Illustrated cover model. How freaking sweet would that be? I mean, honestly, come on. What girl doesn't want that? But I'm just going to put that out there, because I'm not there yet. But I want to be, and I know you gotta eat right and work out and be all that, and it's a work in progress. So I'll let you know how that goes. Anyway, there is a short list of goals for my life. I hope they were amusing, or you found my little chat insightful. I don't care. But yeah, all right. So, that's it. If you can think of anything else that I should add to that, feel free to let me know.